world? This is Gotta Get It Sports, your boy Crackham Stan, and today we're doing a recap of the Monday Night Football game of the Bears and Commanders. First thing first, I was kind of real heated yesterday. It was a tough game. It was a tough game. I had to decompress because I was kind of like mad. I went to sleep mad thinking about how we just, gave that game away. Us Commander fans, I thought we had it when, Luke McCaffrey scored. And then we also thought we had it. We started celebrating in the stadium, just dancing, jumping up and down. And then that play happened with Jay and Daniels, throwing the ball to Bill. And then they just drove down the field and kicked the field goal to win the game. So it was a frustrating game. First things first, one thing I noticed that the Commanders that we struggled with this week was, just getting stops. We couldn't get any pass rush. We did get a few stops. We stopped them for some field goals, but this defense been hot and cold. They haven't put together 2 back-to-back games yet. Like, against the Giants, we dominated. And then the following week, the Packers, we didn't do pretty good. And then week 3, we played the Raiders, dominated that game. Week 4, went to Atlanta. Defense didn't show up. Week 5, last week, we dominated against the Chargers. And then week 6, it wasn't a good performance. But yeah, let's get to it. So first thing first, I feel like, Jaden Daniels taking responsibility for that loss was very important, and shows that he's holds himself to a high standard and holds himself accountable because he lost us the game. I'm gonna put the blame on him for sure. He forced an interception in the first half to Debo. He had Bill wide open in the flat. He should have took that, but he forced it to Debo, which cost us at least 3 points. We was in the red zone at that point, or approaching it. And then, that fumble that he had with Bill, got to hand the ball right here. You got to put it right here. You can't have the ball right here. Bill is running this way. You can't put it over here. You got to put it right there. So he lost us the game. I think that's probably his worst performance that I can remember that he had in his career so far. So he owes us against the Cowboys for sure. Another thing, I'm going to go on to defense. Defense, like I said, it's not doing good. It wasn't getting a consistent pass rush. On that play, the Swift, I think he had scored like a 50-yard touchdown. Unexcusable. Quan Martin should have cleaned that up and tackled him on that sideline. But Lattimore, if you pay attention on that play, Lattimore stopped running, assuming that Quan Martin was going to make that tackle, which he didn't. And then Lattimore, Swift so fast, he got out of there, and Lattimore couldn't keep up with him because Swift is fast. So the defense messed up. And then we can go to the special teams. The special teams messed up. Special teams, the kicker missed the extra point. Just think about that. If you made that extra point from earlier, it would have been tied up instead of us losing at the end. And also, he missed the field goal that went off the crossbar. That was another thing. But, our special teams did get a block. We got a block, which stopped. I think we got the block in the fourth quarter. So that was big. We thought we had it at that point. But, yeah, they messed up. And then the offense, they don't start off fast enough. They start off slow. We've been leaving a lot of points on the board this year. I don't know where it is, but we need to clean it up. And I do kind of know where it is because, we haven't had Terry McLaurin for a good amount of games. And then Noah Brown has been out. We was able to get a connection to Jalen Lane, which I've been talking about for weeks. He almost scored on that, I think it was like a 40, 50-yard bomb, but the safety caught him towards the end. So I think we need to do more of that. We need to, exploit the defense with Jalen Lane's speed. He has speed. He had a great double move on that deep pass that he caught. So we need to give him more opportunities. I do like that we getting Luke McCaffrey, more opportunities. We need to feed him more. But yeah, man, we gotta step up. We gotta step up to the plate. We've been slacking on defense. Joe Witt Jr., whatever his name is, our defense coordinator, is not doing a good job. He's not doing a good job. All the fans are talking about him not doing a good job. A lot of fans want him to get fired or get at least the play calling taken away and let, Dan Quinn do it because, Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator with the Cowboys and their defense was good. But yeah, Witt have to do better. He haven't had a consistent back-to-back good games yet. His game plans suck. I didn't see Bobby Wagner, checking any fast tight ends or running backs. I was happy about that. But Bobby Witt got to step up, man. Witt have to step up. I'm tired of him messing up. And, he have to call better plays. Like, he got to blitz some more. He has to, maybe play man a little bit better. Like, you got to do something because what he's doing right now is very inconsistent, and it's not going to, he's not going to keep a job if he keep calling the plays the way he called it. He needs to really, really dig deep. And I know we lost some, we lost Wise Jr., which he was doing pretty good for the 2 games that he was playing. And then we also lost our safety. I can't think of his name now, but we lost our safety we got from, I think he came from the Saints. But he was doing pretty good. I did like Savage. Savage made some plays this week. I feel like this is the first time he played this week since we signed him. And then also Preston Smith. I seen him out there. He did okay. Like I said, our pass rush was not good. So we need to step up to the plate and do that. Also, too, Jaden Daniels. Like I said, Jaden Daniels has to have a big game next game. He has to have a big game. Like, we lost the game because of him. If he just hand that ball off to, Bill like he's supposed to, maybe Bill might not get that first down on 3rd and 1. But, maybe we go for it and get the next player. Or maybe we kill some time and then punt the ball and then have to make them drive the field 90 yards, 90 to 95 yards. So, Tressway is a great punter, one of the greatest punters in the league right now. So, Jaden Daniels has to make that play. And he said he wasn't focused. Like I said, he took responsibility for it. But, it's unexcusable. I was pissed last night. I was at the game. I was mad. I used to get mad when we lose. I kind of took the Packers game on the chin because we just got dominated that game. They was better than us that day. But I was definitely irritated when we lost to the Falcons. I feel like, Mariota played good enough for us to win that game. And our defense just didn't show up, having Bobby Wagner chasing Bijan Robinson up the field. Like, you seen what Bijan Robinson did yesterday. He scored on a 81-yard touchdown. So there's no way old Bobby Wagner should be checking somebody fast as Bijan Robinson or Kyle Pitts. Like, that's just unexcusable. I don't understand why Witt is not playing McGee more. McGee hopped out on the screen against the Chargers. So I don't know why he's not getting more snaps. Also, too, Madrano, if I'm pronouncing it right, why did we draft him this year? What's the point of drafting him if we're not going to play him? Like, I understand, he might not know the scheme and things like that, but we have a lot of injuries. So these guys, we need to take the training wheels off those 2 young linebackers and let them play. Like, Madrano, I want to say he was a receiver before he became a linebacker, like later on in his career in college. He covers very well. Like, we need that. We need to stop playing these soft coverages, these soft Madden coverages, to where people just wide open, like we playing 10 yards off, and then Caleb Williams just easy pass, easy ducks, like easy 8 yards. We need to start applying pressure. You can't play scared. I feel like Witt is playing scared. He's not calling them the plays right, and he needs to get it together. But yeah, that's my whole spiel on this Bears and Commanders game. Like I said, we gotta be more focused. Gotta lock in. We gotta play consistent back-to-back. We haven't won back-to-back games yet this year. It's unexcusable. We have to start, putting wins together because we expect to go to the playoffs. We have to put back-to-back wins together. We are about to play the Cowboys next week. Cowboys come off a loss to a Panthers, which was an upset. And then, our game was an upset too. A lot of people had us winning against the Bears. And that seemed like that's been the theme all year. Like, all these underdog teams has been winning. And, I feel like Vegas is cleaning the house. They're taking everybody money. But, yeah, Commanders, we have to step up next week. Defense need to get pressure. If the pattern continues, our defense will dominate against the Cowboys and get pressure, get like 4 or 5 sacks. And then, we'll see. Lattimore, I'm going to give Lattimore my credit. I'm going to give Lattimore credit because I always, kind of criticize him and things like that. Lattimore did pretty good yesterday. He did pretty good. This was his first game, back-to-back that he did well in. So I was proud of him. I don't think he had any flags thrown on him, from holding people down the field. So hopefully Lattimore keep it going. Amos looks pretty good. We know Mike Sancho, what he do. He almost had a pick. Mike Sancho almost had a pick, and then Lulu almost had a pick on a 4th down play. But it didn't matter if he got the pick on that because we got the stop on 4th down. We still got a turnover, but it would have been great if he caught that. But, yeah, man, we got to get ready for this short week for the Cowboys next week. I can't wait till Sunday. I'm so, irritated. When the Commanders lose, it just messed my week up, especially how we lost yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. We should not have lost that game. We just literally handed them the game. like easy. Like it was crazy. So gotta be focused, and we gotta lock in, and all will be forgiven if Jaden Daniels have a big game against the Cowboys and we beat them, so we can talk some trash. Because Lord knows I don't want to hear no Cowboy fans' mouth. I already heard Cowboy fans saying that this is their Super Bowl. The Cowboys are really, really, really good on offense. Their defense sucks. But yeah, I'll save all that Cowboys and Commanders talk for my next video that will be coming out. I'll say in a few days. I'll be previewing the game and let you guys know the keys of the game, and what things we need to do to stop the Cowboys, and the ways we can win the game. So yeah, this tune in with me. It's your boy Cracker Stan. Gotta get his sports. I'm out. Peace.